So we're going to Eastern Plains to do the MQ. Hopefully there'll be a lot of people there already, so that I could just party someone as a minstrel and get through MQ. But we'll see. So we gotta go to Vinia right now, but there's a shortcut, so we'll just take the shortcut. I just hope this is not a material collecting MQ, because those actually take quite a long time to do. There's a hole. Oh, so it seems like there's a boss here or something. Hmm. It doesn't want me to talk to it. I don't know what the problem is. So I'm supposed to look for a big colon leaf. I mean, they got me kind of stuck. I really don't know where I can find a big colon leaf. So let's go to stalls. And so they're available. 70,000 each. So let's go back and free them from the crystal. This is for the MQ. We're on the latest MQ. Seems I have to fight somebody. Oh good, it's just these guys. Let's see what they're capable of. Right on. So I'm guessing we went under. There was a big hole that they showed earlier, so we went under and now we're going somewhere else. I'm guessing to the boss. And this is pretty dangerous. Oh, don't fall in. Here's a tip. No clue how to get out. Jeez. Alright, you guys got that? Don't fall in. I don't sell MQ, no, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just help you guys because you guys are there when I'm doing something. Other than that, I don't really sell it. Usually it's like bishops and like beast knights or something in that kind of class that sells MQ. That's the hole. Don't fall into these holes. But most of the time I just buy my way. Like I tell you guys, just make Spina, make lots and lots of Spina, and you could buy your way through MQ. It's pretty easy. Once you find one person who's willing to run MQ for you, they'll run the rest for you. No, I always had a Mins. This is a battle Mins. It's built for Dragon Newt. Yeah, cause Fred's kind of hard. Not everybody can do Fred. He's kind of annoying because he's near the end of the bosses, so you're gonna have to really just buy the MQ because that's the easiest way to get through some of the harder bosses. Other than that, they don't really want to help you because some aren't capable, so they just tell you no because they know, and some of them are just not in the mood to help. I mean, everyone's got their own kind of mission going on, so not everyone's always available to help. But that's why a lot of people join guilds too. When you join a guild, you know, the guild master or whatnot will help you in their free time because they're guild masters. Not to mention the people in your guild. So pretty curvy road. I really don't want to walk near the edges because I don't know what's going to happen. Alright, and so we're here, but I guess I'm one of the earliest people here because I don't see anybody at all. Either this is a very easy boss or no one's doing MQ. And that's very strange to me that no one's here. So let's invite some people and see if they want to help me. No. See, I mean, this happens a lot, so don't need to worry. Let's see if I can get some other people to help. If they're not willing to help, then I'll solo it and see how it goes. And this person was able to do MQ, but when you have two people in the party, the difficulty rises. So we don't know if she'll be strong enough. But this boss doesn't look too intimidating. So let's just hope everything goes well. And nowadays, bishops are one of the strongest best classes that I've seen so far because they're able to solo and party and do everything else. So they're pretty cool. Yeah, so you see what I mean about how it doubled in or went up in difficulty, so even the bishop would have problems. But because it's a bishop, as long as the bishop doesn't run out of MP, we probably can finish this. If the bishop does run out of MP, then we'll have to wait until the MP comes back. Seems like it's a difficult boss. Tough one. I do see why the bishop's having problems with this boss. The damage that he did to me in seconds was pretty rough. Oh, yeah, it's like instant damage. It might be one of those bosses that's actually easier to just solo it, but I've got some help, so we're gonna see how it goes. Oh, and I'm still dead. Well, you just saw non-solo. Non-solo was pretty killer. The blind and the effects and everything is just pretty bad. But at this moment, I kind of need a heal. Let me put on my MP regen set, sit for a little bit, and we'll try again. Wow, so if you beat this with your mins, I'm guessing your mins is pretty tough too. Do you have a dragon newt type mins as well? Or are you an auto attack type? Okay, that looks about good. We'll go try this in solo again. Oops. Oh, still pretty tough. I'm guessing I need to use Life Song. I'm guessing I need to dumb down my damage a little bit for Life Song, but I'm not quite sure if it's magic that's killing me or whatnot. So usually it takes me a few tries to figure out what kind of attacks these bosses are doing to me and whether I need to use Nostalgia or Life Song in order to kind of negate some of the damage. But he got hit, so I don't know how much of the life bar it took, but he definitely got hit with Dragon Newt. All it takes is a couple Dragon Newts to kill bosses usually. Except for Joshuka, of course. But yeah, I didn't really last that long either in this match. But yeah, once I get back up, I'll switch some songs around and see how we go from there. Yeah, so you did use life. You really should use passion and then wisdom at the end. But yeah, I think life would be the better choice. I don't think it was really that much magic versus life. I could also use both too, but it'll take longer, so that's why I don't do that all the time. But yeah, let's change it up. We'll drop life there. And of course, it's always good to have some potions with you. If I had some potions right there, I wouldn't have died. But unfortunately, I don't always come prepared. So I do like the kind of figuring out what to do and how to defeat them. So it's part of the fun. Alright, so let's try that again. Oh, the poison is pretty high. 6,000 poison damage. It's no joke. So much ailments too. Alright. Oh, it barely took a little bit. It barely took a chunk of the life. The great thing about Life Song is that you can heal yourself with Life Song, so that's why it's an invaluable song. Still dead. I took too long to change back from damage to tank. It's my damage set makes me very very squishy. It's like a glass cannon, and I'm a little bit rusty on the mins because I've been playing the paladin so much. That's what I get. But I don't see a problem with killing this boss. I don't have Genius. I use Jade because Jade helps me recover HP MP, so I do prefer Jade over Genius for the Minstrel. For the Paladin, I definitely have Genius. Because Jade amplifies all of the uh, recovery regen stuff. Oh no, that's bad. Yeah, it amplifies all the regen stuff, so that's why I prefer to have Jade over Genius for the Minstrel. But yeah, I don't think this boss is too terribly hard. I do think that it is a little bit annoying dying like this from poison because I don't have antidotes or anything. But we'll go through it. This is part of the MQ experience. Every boss is different. Maybe this is a good farmable boss. I'm guessing this boss might give something like maybe HP or ailments or whatnot. Some sort of that sort of X-Tal. I don't know if it's exactly quite gonna be attack like Debbie or Uridoom. Glass relics. But we could always look it up a little bit later. Figure out what kind of glass relic this boss is. Because once you've done the glass relic board piece, you're gonna want some of the better top end glass relics. I wasn't too happy with Eurodoom doing all that work for 1% attack. It really wasn't that great. I mean, it's nice to have an add on, but it really wasn't that great. So I'm waiting for some of the higher end ones. Thank you so much. I'm guessing bishops should really have no problem with solo MQ. Like the other person that just was commenting earlier, minstrel shouldn't have problem too. Just come prepared. Maybe bring a little bit of antidotes and some HP pots, and that should help you out. I hope I don't get poisoned again. Oh, he wants to attack me. Jeez. Once I saw him walking towards me, I was like, oh, dude, this Colin is not kidding around. Didn't want me to get up. Just wanted to attack me because it was close to me. And the worst thing is that they start guarding this area. So if you start trying to get up again around where the boss is, they're going to hit you again. So let's just hope that this boss starts moving away from me. It's got a cool rose though growing on top of his head. I just don't want to run out of time. Yeah, you're right. I mean, sand does cure a lot of that stuff, including paralysis and stuff. So sand is definitely good. I do think that that was a very good suggestion for any minstrel trying to do this MQ. But for me, I'm gonna try to get through it without sand. If I have to use sand, I will. But I'm gonna try to get through it without sand. I think I was just being a little bit careless and just playing around basically when I shouldn't be at this kind of boss. Oh, I hope he does not hit me again. This is gonna be bad. Bucket. I'm glad the ailment wasn't poison that just went on me right now. If it was, I would have died again. All right, but let's just take your advice and see if yeah, because going with sand is gonna be tough. It will have to be in between. It can't just be the set of songs with sand. It wouldn't work. I would do too little damage. So the poison's back on me. That's the worst part. It went away. All right, here we go. Damn, the minute I switch to damage, it just does 45,000, knocks me out. This time I did switch back to tank a little bit faster, but the keys just didn't push. And the stage is so small, so this boss constantly roams around. You gotta be careful sitting too, because if you sit too close to them, they will attack you. And one more thing is that paralysis does weaken my dragon newt. I believe it weakens it to half the damage or whatnot. So being paralyzed while dragon newting is a very bad idea. It's best to clear it before dragon newting. It's like instant 40,000 damage. It's pretty painful. And the life song can't even fix me fast enough. This is MQ, yeah. You see how he's taking me down higher than my life song can regen me back to full? It's pretty bad. At this rate, I'll die. I can't even get to Dragon Newt with the way he's damaging me. With the way that it's looking, I might actually run out of time. Yeah, it's true. Improvisation, I've never actually used improv in a fight. I tell you the truth. I mean, I never found it really that useful, but maybe in this situation, it might just actually be good just to get that huge amount of HP back and then recast songs. I mean, that's good advice too, to tell you the truth. I mean, but the boss is almost done. But the problem is I might time out, which I do not want to do. Really do not want to time out on this boss. I mean, my minstrel's literally taking a beating in this boss. And I don't know what happened earlier. Whether there was a, what do you call it, debuff that led to me not healing fast enough. But it seemed like that was the case because the minute I cast Joy back, I was able to recover most of the damage. So I'm not quite certain if this boss has a debuff. But I hope he doesn't hit me again as I get up. That'd be pretty bad. Yep. Saw it coming. Yeah, timeout. So if you don't succeed the first try again. So let's just put into account all the things that happened and let's just change some shortcuts and stuff and see how we go from there. This is liberation. So let's change liberation into improvisation and see if that will help. And if that's the case, I'll have to replace that. Let's just try lowering damage once again and going for more survivability. I think we might lose in this kind of battle. Okay, well, if you want to try it, I'll try it. You never know, right? Did I just... Okay, I thought that boss just healed itself. I'm like, what? But no, it was just because Sheena died. So the HP bar went back full. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? The minute you add an extra person, it just becomes that much harder. It's like every hit becomes just scratching. I'm sure this Bish can solo this boss, but with me in the party, not so much. Yeah, but you gotta have a song on in order to heal them, so, you know, you can't do that when you have no song on. I heard in Japan, improv was supposed to be able to bring them back to life or something like that, but it's not the case in the US servers. I don't think this person can actually do it. The damage is just way too high. It's instant deaths. So let's disband and I'll heal them when they're out here. So once again, I'll try solo. I mean, I'm sure it's lagging for them, but this boss is just on another level. It's not just the lag. And also, I'm using Ogre's Shield right now, which is actually preventing me from casting fast when I'm done casting Dragon Newt. So that's part of the issue too. And my Barb Up, which is what I usually use, is on another character. I mean, definitely better survivability right this moment with these songs. However, lesser damage. But as a minstrel, because we could pick our songs, we can kind of fix things as we play with bosses and see what they do and what they're capable of. So this round, much better in solo format. He's almost to half life, and then I died. Before I was dying like every single time I dragon knew it. So a little bit better. A little bit better choice of songs. He's close to me again, so I might just die with one hit. Let's make a run for it. No, he wants to kill me. I can see in his eyes. Ooh, made it away. No poison. No poison. Cool. We could try again. Yeah, I think Ogre Shield kind of messed me up a bit here. Um, Fighting a boss like this, I shouldn't have Ogre on. I really should be on Barbaro Tita Ria. Oh, poison. We'll sit it through. I don't want to get hurt by poison. I completely forgot. Paralysis actually messes with skill delay. Yeah, he just will not let me Dragon Newt. Hey, but the great thing is I'm actually inching him to death. I might not have to Dragon Newt at all. I'm pretty much am inching him to death. I mean, if that's the case, then I guess I could just stay on the set and Dragon Newt, but it's pretty dangerous too. I kind of don't want to die. You saw that? Like, almost died right there. I guess it is possible. I would just prefer to inch him to death. I guess no matter how you win, as long as you win, right? Because he will not let me heal all the way back to full life. He does as much damage as I heal. Which is probably the most annoying part, which means that I can't get to Denute. I didn't think I would have to fight this boss like this. It's pretty bad. At this point, I'll die. Yep. So we're really close. At least he's almost dead. He just messed me up with all those ailments, paralysis, and all of that. Yep. So, tough boss indeed. I mean, I thought it was gonna be easy. This boss really looked it very easy, but all those ailments come in. It's like fighting a high wizard. If it's not one problem, it's another problem. Alright, time to run off. Oh, got me again. So one thing I do recommend is that, which I didn't do, is that to have a shortcut for pet, what do you call it, replacement or whatnot. So it's like you change the pet the minute he wakes you up and that pet dies, you bring up the other pet. So that even if I was running away and he hit me like this, the other pet will wake me up, and I gain some distance. So I didn't do that, but make sure you do if you have trouble with it. So hopefully, I don't think time's gonna run out with this boss, but I don't want to curse it. But it looks good so far. I guess I just have to inch my way through, and we're almost done. It's just that last section really hurt me when he was doing high damage and he just would not let me heal all the way to full, even with life song and joy. So that was pretty high damage of him. The output was pretty high. I'm receiving what, 26,000 damage per hit. I mean, that's pretty tough. I have 70,000, so I'm guessing I could take like 5 hits from him or less. Oh, he's gonna hit me. Yeah, I mean, sometimes these bosses just don't want you to sit at all. They're just so high in aggro, they don't want you to sit. I'm gonna juggle these two songs back and forth and kill them. There we go. Did it. Took long enough, right? I'm sorry you guys had to sit through that with me. But, main quests, new bosses, inexperience. Finally, we killed it. It's a Colden boss. Alright, so I'm guessing the next part is to go back to... I don't know where Rococo Ground is, so I'm just gonna run back. It's painful. That was so painful. I guess for that boss, the second half of his life bar is harder than the first half, which is usually the case for most bosses, anyways. He was doing some major damage on the second, near the end of his life. Thank you. Yeah, it turned out to be a pretty hard boss. At least for my minstrel. Oof, almost fell into the hole. And so the quest got updated, and I guess I have to talk to someone named Valerie. But oh, I'm holding too much items. I see. 50 dragon stones. I think dragon stones heal you. I don't know where I need to go, so I think this is the place though. Woohoo! And we're done. Oh, they gave RPs now. Wow, did you guys see that? Because I finished this mission, I received 60 RP. And with 60 RP, I could unlock another piece of relic glass, if I'm correct. So let's double check. Yeah, so I could continue to expand. Nice. Wow, so new quests actually give RP. You don't have to break relic glasses to make RP. They just give it to you. And main quest is done now, so I think I leveled up because I got more stat points. I really want to put in strength, but I can't. So that was the main quest. Vanilla's on the floor. I'm sorry, was that Growl? Growl's on the floor. No, that's Vanilla on the floor. Growl's standing up. So hope you guys enjoyed this video of the new MQ. And see you guys next time. And throughout all that, I didn't even get to catch his name. I was so paying attention to other things. But I'll see you guys next time. And thank you so much for watching.